In downtown Indianapolis, the Pacers and the Oklahoma City Thunder set for Game 3 in this best-of-7 NBA championship series. The two teams are square at a game apiece.
Well, Oklahoma City has led the Pacers for 94 of the 96 basketball minutes played. It finds itself in a best 3 out of 5 series now, with Indiana holding home court advantage, unless the Thunder can break through and find a way to win Game 3 tonight.
Miles Turner will start tonight's game by jumping against Chet Holmgren. Thunder won their only test on this floor during the regular season. And as they did in the first 2 games, they win the opening tip.
Chet front court, 7-1, down the lane, swooping, spinning. Left-handed, flips up and in, a 3-foot hook, nicely done, weaving between 2 defenders for a 2-0 Thunder lead.
Here's Wallace, Turner in pursuit, blocked from behind. I think Turner got a piece of it, but Jalen Williams right there to clean it up.
Low left Siakam, ensconced with Shea, spins, goes airborne.
Siakam spins, fires off the left-hand glass, and that's Indiana's first 2 points of the game.
He's been fighting over the screen, a lot of contact there. Jalen Williams knocks down another. He's got 4 quick points. Siakam aggressive, nice soft touch. And he's got a couple of buckets already. Williams, beautiful pass. And Holmgren inside. So Holmgren and Williams accounting for the Thunder scoring early. Siakam spins against Dort, who backs off. Pascal Siakam, he's got it going early.
Down the lane burst Wallace, kicks right corner Dort, sets his feet, squares his shoulders, and rips the cords for 3. Cha-ching, a Thunder money ball. Kaysen created it. Dort cashes it in. It's 13-6 Thunder.
Holmgren gets it. Pulls up, and Chet Holmgren off to an excellent start. Haliburton up top to Shepard. Nice fake to get rid of Dort. Now pulls up the mid-range. Got it. Caruso, his first minutes. Beautiful pass. Holmgren running the floor.
Speed dribbles, bounces to Holmgren down the lane for the big send-down with 2 hands. The big man throwing it down. Thunder by 9.
Haliburton, the floater's up. Beautiful shot from Tyrese Haliburton. Steal by Haliburton. 1 man to beat behind the back.
Haliburton on the steal behind the back, gives it to Toppin, and Toppin lays it in.
And the Pacer defense leading the offense. Timeout, OKC. Hartenstein, Caruso. Dort. That high arcing 3-pointer, that rattles in his second 3-pointer. Pass inside, Turner shot blocked from behind. Knocked out of bounds, 3.1 remaining. Excellent defensive play. Gilgeous-Alexander once again was on Turner. Now Hartenstein switches, and Turner hits the 3. His first field goal. Now Dort picks up Haliburton. No hesitation and knocks down the 3. Second 3-pointer for Indiana. Oh, beautiful move. Obi Toppin sidestep in the left hand. He's got 6 points in 5 minutes off the bench. Gilgeous-Alexander gets to the rim. Blocked by Turner for the goaltend. And Gilgeous-Alexander with his first points.
Shea crossing over, blows by Nembhard. In deep. Comes up left-handed and spins home. A left-hand layup as he surged by both Toppin and Turner en route.
Now McConnell, free throw line against Kaysen Wallace. Jumps it inside, and Siakam got it and lays it in.
How does he come up with that basketball? And look at T.J. McConnell.
T.J. McConnell with the steal. Siakam for 3. It's no good. McConnell the rebound to Mathurin, who lays it in.
T.J. McConnell, instant spark off the bench here. Exactly what the Pacers needed.
Caruso inside. Shot blocked by Siakam. Knocked out of bounds. Thunder ball. Toppin and McConnell play catch. Inside. Beautiful pass. Neesmith moving without the ball. McConnell pushes, kicks it out. Mathurin fakes, fires, hits a 3. Mathurin 7 points in 3 minutes off the bench, and the Thunder need timeout. Siakam, Mathurin goes in strong and finishes. Mathurin, huge spark off the bench with 9. Deflected by Haliburton. Isaiah Joe, 3-pointer. That's good. They're 4 of 6 from 3-point range. Toppin off the bounce, goes inside. Haliburton, Nembhard, straight on, 3-pointer. Got it! Gilgeous-Alexander, Isaiah Joe. And Isaiah Joe, who led the team in 3-point field goals during the regular season, gets his second. Obi Toppin run on the floor, inside. Mathurin counted out a foul. Benedict Mathurin, a spark off the bench, and the Pacers lead by 4. Dort now has some room. Toppin, good job contesting, blocks the shot. Knocked out of bounds with a second remaining.
5:18 to play, second quarter. Haliburton front court, guarded by Gilgeous-Alexander. Free throw line, teardrop, good.
Oh, Haliburton with a beautiful floater. His third field goal. The lead is up to 7. What a second quarter here for the Pacers. Holmgren, Caruso lines up the three and knocks it down. Haliburton got Hartenstein on him. Double team, finds Shepard. Shepard off the bounce, the runner, wild shot, it's good! With Hartenstein right there. Jalen Williams crossover inside, tough move and a foul. Gilgeous-Alexander brings it up the floor, finds some room, gets to the rim, floaters up and good. A soft touch, and Rick Carlisle quickly calls timeout. The Thunder have tied the game again.
Crossing the timeline, Shea at 6'6", using a Hartenstein pick. Just dash left, spin right.
SGA, oh, beautiful spin move and finish. Gorgeous play from Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the flush. Haliburton, another floater, another bucket. He's got 9 points, 7 assists. Haliburton fakes, fires, and hits. Haliburton from downtown, and the Pacers back up by 3. SGA gets inside, left-handed, sneaks it in. Crowd getting up. First finals game here in 25 years. They like what they see here in the first half. McConnell, the crossover, pull-up, jump shot, puts it in. T.J. McConnell. The first half comes to an end. T.J. McConnell and the Pacer bench, 30 of their 64 points. Neesmith, 6 to shoot. Shot blocked. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's his second block of the game. Jalen Williams drives and finishes. Quick explosion to the rim that time. Williams leans in and let a lot of contact go there as Williams knocks down the jumper. SGA pulls up, loves that spot. And a quick timeout. Rick Carlisle, 6 points in less than 90 seconds. And the Thunder back up 2. Jalen Williams finds some room, floats it up and in. Williams, 17 points. Siakam spins, double team, kicks it out. Neesmith, quick catch and shoot, and hits the 3. Here comes Haliburton to the rim, layup, that's good. Tough shot. Well contested, still got it to go. Turner gets another chance, this time capitalizes. Second field goal for Turner. Stolen by Haliburton. And Tyrese Haliburton puts them up 4 again.
Gilgeous-Alexander with 7:15 left in the third. Grinding left, pulls up, left wing three is on the way. Cha-ching, a Thunder money ball. Shea Lawson sticks his first three-pointer tonight. He has 17, and the Thunder back within 1.
Haliburton steps back and puts it in. Third three-pointer for Haliburton. The Thunder need timeout. Pacers back up by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander, jump shot's good, gets to his spot. Jalen Williams, nice feed, and Holmgren the finish and a foul. Boy, Jalen Williams does a great job on the run finding the open man. Williams fires up a three-pointer. That's good. Jalen Williams from deep. He's got 20.
Indiana's first possession, fourth quarter. Oklahoma City leading by 5.
Oh, spin move, Mathurin. Shot is good and a foul. Gruesome contact. And this big game 3 continues for Mathurin. T.J. McConnell off the bench, working his magic already. Hartenstein off the glass. Mathurin inside, left-handed, off the glass. The Mathurin magic here in game 3. Holmgren gets free, and Caruso finds him easily. There's McConnell, shot clock down to 7. The crossover, the spin move inside, nice fake, lost it momentarily. Can't get it to fall. Rebound tip, Nembhard got it. Second opportunities. McConnell on the steal, and he bats it home. He's done it again. And the game is tied with 8.5 remaining. Mathurin fires away, puts it in. Mathurin madness. He's got 25 on 9 of 11 from the field. Williams gets inside. Beautiful move, that left hand. He's so adept with his offhand. Haliburton looking for some room. Step back 3. It's good. Tyrese Haliburton with a three-pointer, and the Pacers back up by 3. Jalen Williams, that runner, running left, shooting right. It's back to a 1-point game. Oh, Turner, nice bank shot, and Turner with just his 3rd field goal, but the Pacers back up by 3. Holmgren goes right at Turner. Shot blocked by Turner. Toppin with some help defense. Here come the Pacers. Nembhard, step back, puts it up, puts it in. 5-point lead for the Pacers. Haliburton on the drive. Can't get it. Toppin on the follow. Obi Toppin gives the Pacers a 7-point lead. Jalen Williams the drive. Shot blocked by Toppin. SGA gets free. The drive, the pullback, top of the key jump shot. It's good. 24 for SGA, and it's back to 5. Haliburton's cross court. Neesmith puts up a 3. Bang! 8-point lead, under 3 to play. Largest lead of the game for Indiana. Holmgren three-pointer blocked by Turner. Holmgren gets it back with 4 to shoot. Holmgren down the lane, the runner. It's going the other way. Holmgren thought he was fouled. What great defense from Miles Turner. Gilgeous-Alexander, step back, a two-pointer, won't go. Fight for the rebound. Nembhard. Haliburton throws it ahead to Siakam. The drive, the finish. OKC's not going to foul. Now Siakam inside, and that will do it. Finishing touches. The Pacers dream of their first NBA title, very much alive. They're 2 wins away from a championship.
The first finals game in 25 years in this building. Maybe not the crazy comebacks you've had in the past, but a comeback nonetheless. How'd you do it?
So many different guys chipped in. This guy behind me, Ben Mathurin, was amazing off the bench tonight. He just stuck with it. Pascal was here to start the game, and we just had guys make plays after plays. Our bench was amazing. TJ, Obi, it's a big win for us.
Ben had some challenging moments the first 2 games. What was specifically different about him tonight?
Well, it's not just him. All of us are having challenges. You know, none of us have really played well. But I think he's just doing a great job keeping his head down, keep working. Man, those are big time minutes, and we really missed him in our last playoff run. And so it's big that he's here with us now.
You guys locked in on Shea defensively in a way we hadn't seen yet. What went into that?
Trying to make it as tough as he can. He's such a tough cover, trying to show multiple bodies, trying to show help, doing the best we can.
I mentioned the first finals game in 25 years. You got Pacers alum here. This crowd was electric. What was this like?
Amazing. Amazing, man. We love playing in front of our fans. We love being here. You know, they deserve high stakes, high level basketball, and we're giving them that right now. So it's a big win for us. We can enjoy it, but we got a day in between this, so we got to be ready to go for game 4.
Pops is in the house. What's the celebration going to be like with him?
I'm gonna go say what up, and he gonna go home. He out of pocket for them jeans, but you know, other than that, it's good to see him out here.
Tyrese, congratulations. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Mike?